we're now going to talk about finishing the entire project. Now, once we start getting those chapters recorded, we want to upload them as we go so that the rights holders can check our work as we go along. Now, you want to keep them coming because you don't want to wait to finish everything and turn it all in at once, because once you realize you've said a name wrong in chapter 1, it would be much easier to just go ahead and fix that than record the whole thing, upload it, and realize you've said that name wrong now about 300 times. Is not a fun thing to discover, believe me. Now, I want you also to go ahead and ask a lot of questions. If you don't understand anything about the book, feel free to ask questions. You are not being a bother. Know that. In fact, the rights holders actually find it really flattering when you ask them questions because they realize you care and you want to make their book perfect. So let's go ahead now and take a look at producing the entire book. Okay, so we are here on the produce audiobook area of the particular book we're working on now, Reborn to Burn. And this is really neat because she has already uploaded the cover art, as you can see, that will be featured on all of the different sales pages like Audible, where the book is going to be found. And I'm excited because she's actually added my name to the art, which not every author does. They don't have to, but this one has. So yay. And it's exceptionally cool because my name is featured next to a hot guy's pecs and abs. So what more could a girl ask for, right? So, all right, moving on to something you can actually use. So this is where we're going to produce the rest of the book. You can see down here that the first 15 minutes has been approved, as we knew. So this is where we will do the rest of the work. So we have to upload the opening credits. The different chapters will be uploaded right here. Then there is the closing credits, and then a retail audio sample, 5 minutes or less. Now, the opening credits, the script for the opening credits is always found right here, just below where you would produce. And this is the exact script that you would read. So I would read Reborn to Burn, written by Anna Duran, narrated by Bailey Varnas. I would read it much better than that, but that's literally all you have to read, and that would be uploaded right here in this section. We'd just upload it right there. And then the same for the closing credits. This is the script, and it would be recorded or uploaded, right here in the closing credits area. Now, the retail audio sample, that is usually just the first 5 minutes of the book that you record. You take out where you say chapter 1 and then just upload the first 5 minutes of the book. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly 5 minutes. You don't want to stop in the middle of a sentence so that it sounds weird. You would stop at the most logical stopping point up to 5 minutes. But that's pretty much what you would want to do, unless the author or rights holder specifically asks you to make a certain part of their book the audio sample, then you would just do the beginning. If they want you to do something else, that's fine. But unless they ask, just do the beginning of the book. The only other exception that would make a difference for the retail audio sample is if you're reading an erotic book. If any kind of sexual erotic activity happens, that cannot be included in the audio sample. So I have literally once had an audio sample that was 30 seconds long because they just got right into it. It got hot and heavy real fast. So unless that happens to you, just go ahead and go up to 5 minutes. Otherwise, whatever, until it gets weird. So no judgment, but until it gets weird. So I have already, for Reborn to Burn, I have already recorded chapter 1. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it for you so you can just see that process happening. So let me go ahead and browse it here. Okay, so we have the raw file, the output file, and here is the final MP3. So that's the one we're going to want to go ahead and upload. It's ready to go. So it is uploading now. As you can see, very exciting. There it goes. It's processing the audio. And there it is. So over here, you can download it. You can take a look to make sure everything is, there we go. I got it open. Okay, so if I want to play it to make sure it's the right track. Let's see. Chapter 1. Oh, turned it down too low. Hands clamped on the steering wheel. Yep, that is correct. So that was chapter 1. It's perfect. And then, as you can see, it already automatically said, oh, are you ready for chapter 2? So that could get uploaded as well. And you can change the names. Sometimes it says epilogue. So if I needed to, you could type that in. Otherwise, it just automatically does it for you, which is very neat. And that's pretty much all there is to it. We just keep uploading until we're done. And this is maybe the easiest kind of production you could possibly have. So once we get everything uploaded and recorded, then I will show you the process to getting everything turned in so we can get paid. So I'm going to use the magic of editing again to finish the book and quickly show you what to do once all the chapters are finished and ready to be turned in. Okay, so here we have the entire project completely uploaded. I have all of the opening credits, the chapters, the closing credits, and the retail audio sample. They are all uploaded, and I have checked them to make sure that the correct files are indeed matching to their chapters and everything. So we are good to go. And just a little FYI, you see the full production ended up being 2 hours and 6 minutes. It was estimated that it would be less than 2 hours. I've noticed on average, everything that gets recorded tends to be a little bit longer than you're expecting. So just a little FYI for when you're trying to plan your projects. So we are ready to click this amazing I'm done button here. Now, before you click the I'm done button, what you want to make sure is that everything is exactly as you want it to be. Like I said, I already checked this, so you didn't have to go through that with me. But you want to make sure it's correct, because when you do click I'm done, what's going to happen is the book is going to be locked for review, which means that you cannot make any changes at that point. So the rights holder is going to double check it and make sure that they're completely satisfied with what you did. And if they do want you to make a change, they can go ahead and unlock it again. But as far as you're concerned, you cannot make any more changes at this point. So make sure it's exactly as you'd like it to be for the rights holder to hear. So, okay, let's go ahead and click the button. I'm done. Okay, so it gives you this last little kind of warning page, almost done. So, like it's telling us down here, please make sure that everything's exactly as it's supposed to be before the rights holder takes a look. And the only other thing is, at this point, you could change whatever you wanted your narrator name to be. If it's something erotic and you're uncomfortable with the material, you can go ahead and put your alias in there. If you had, that porn star alias from your childhood that you've always wanted to use, you can feel free to put that in here at this point. They don't care what name you use, just as long as the narration name that you type here, that's going to go onto all of the sale sites, matches whatever you recorded for the opening and closing credits. Now, I use my real name, Bailey Varnes, so I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and click Yes, I confirm right here. I am done. So let's click it. And there we have it. Awaiting rights holder approval. So now I just sit back and wait for her to take a listen to everything that I've done, make sure she approves everything. I'm pretty sure I've been uploading it for a while, so she's probably listened to most of it by now anyway. And so I will hear shortly whether or not I am completely done or if I have to make any more changes. But in the meantime, I'm just going to relax and know that I have finished my part. And that's how you produce an audiobook. No, you do this process enough times, and right away, you should have yourself a nice little side business, and eventually, you should have yourself a really amazing main source of income.